Hi everybody, so it's day 15, so we've just left the Scilly Isles. The wind's so-so, not brilliant. It's supposed to be filling out a little bit later in the morning, but the angle's not particularly great, so we're going to do a bit of motor sailing just as we depart. Hopefully get the motor turned off a little bit later in the day. So of course today is, I guess officially his first day that we leave the UK. So we had to go online this morning, do all the, or yesterday, sorry, and do all the clearance documents for immigration, which sailboats have to do with regards to crew and content and stuff. So that was all done, no inspection required. And now we're starting what should be a 2-day and about a 14 to 16 hour passage across the Bay of Biscay. So obviously this marks one of the first big challenges for us on the adventure. So multi-night. Mary and William have never done overnights before, so that'll be new for them. So we'll see how that goes, and obviously sleeping in the cockpit to make sure that I'm there all the time. What to say? I think boat's all in good condition, so the boat's ready for it. Nothing we need to worry about on the boat. Everything seems to be good, everything seems to be fine. You know, the little passage across to the Scillies, yeah, everything's in good working order. So hopefully we'll be getting the motor off a little bit later today. I think the weather forecast was for the next 3 days. I looked at departure planning over the next 4 days. Today was the best day to leave, mostly because we got better wind. The sea state's going to be about 2 meters all the way, and the wind should be around 16 up to 20 knots as we pass through Biscay, which isn't slow, but it's nice enough that you can sail, you can enjoy the sail, and get there in a reasonable time. I think over the next few days the wind was going to drop a lot, so it would have meant a lot more motoring, which is obviously what we want to try and avoid. Anyway, we'll be doing little posts as we go along, or little filming bits and photographs, and hopefully get a good video out tonight. All the best, bye. A little update, the wind's not decided to do us any favours, it's not really filled in, so you can see we put up the spinnaker. So that's a big light wind sail, got about between 7 and 8 knots of wind. We're making 6 knots over ground, so that's not bad, a little bit behind the scheduled speed, but hopefully the wind will pick up a bit later in the day and get a little bit extra speed. The wind's come up a little bit while we've got the spinnaker on, so I'll just show you. You can see that we're now getting around about 10-11 knots of wind, and that's giving us about 8.5 knots speed over ground, so that's really good. So the spinnaker is really effective, but you know, got to keep an eye on it, because if the wind comes up consistently above sort of 14-15, the sail angle, it's a big sail, the sail angle to the wind, and the boat can get overpowered, so we have to keep a sharp eye out on it to where the changes. Hey everybody, quick update. So we're about just over 10 hours into the Bay of Biscay crossing. We haven't reached the Bay of Biscay yet. I think we should reach the continental shelf probably in about another 14 hours. So in the wee hours of the morning, but the weather forecast is still pretty consistent all the way through, and the sea state is pretty reasonable. Only about 2 metre waves forecast throughout today, tomorrow and the third day. So Today so far, as a summary, good points and bad points. So good points is we've made good way. So after about 10 hours we've made about 68 miles. So speed's not too bad, given that the wind speed has been down as low as 6 and up to about 13. So that's not bad. As you saw from some of the previous items in the video, we put the spinnaker sail up. One bad thing, we broke the spinnaker halyard. After about 3 hours, the halyard broke at the top. Yeah, just one of the things that happened. So we had to handball the spinnaker sail back in because it went into the sea. We handballed it back in and then put up the regular Yankee sail and the cutter rig and mainsail, and we were doing about 7 or 8 knots after that. So yeah, one little thing there. A good thing, everybody's well, so there's no seasickness so far. Mary's managed to contain her seasickness, but generally everybody's well. They're keeping hydrated and eating, and so that's all good. So we will start into our night watch activity from 8 p.m. tonight. So it'll be a 3-hour on, 6-hour off, but I'll do a 6-hour watch for myself, so I cover the sort of the difficult hours. So yeah, everybody's good, everybody's happy, we're all safe. So yeah, catch you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video from today. Bye.